What's up, guys? Welcome back to Maestro Vapes. Today we are looking at the Tobh. This is the version 2.5. I picked this thing up from Vape Can from a vendor called Kickash Vapes. They're located in Niagara Falls, my friends, and it's somewhere around here right now, okay? Check them out. The link's going to be in the description below. But the Tobh, man, this thing is so good. I had the original version of it, or actually, no, I had the version 2, and it's pretty cool, but the airflow holes were a little bit smaller on that. This one's a little bit bigger. I dig the new engraving. I really, really like the way these are built. If you don't have a Tobh, check them out. They're out of stock in a lot of places, but you should be able to find one, and they work really, really good. You can get yourself a clone, but a lot of the clones that I've gotten, the posts end up moving and breaking and the insulators melt, and they really, really suck, okay? If you're doing 28 gauge builds on them, they should last, but if you're doing low res stuff, they're good practice to drill holes into if you're trying to do airflow patterns, stuff like that. But yeah, the clones kind of suck. This is where it's at, my friends. I'm going to have some more specs. We'll go in, we'll talk about it, all that good stuff. So let's get in close, then we'll put a build on this guy. If you don't want to stick around for the build, you don't have to. You can shoot to the end and we'll have another vape off of it. All right, guys. See you in there. Alright, so here's the star of the show. This is the Tobh version 2.5, alright? Let's take a look at it. I just got it with the Stingray. This is my patinaed version because I just think it looks really cool when it's on here. And we'll take it apart on this mod. But let's take a look at this guy, okay? So the version 2.5 has the new engraving in it, and this stuff is really, really deep. Kind of looks like a Christmas tree with a little T in it, and it's really funky, you know? I really, really dig this logo. Some people kind of do and don't, but you know what? I think it's pretty cool. It's already been cloned, and this thing's only been out for about 2 months now, so damn you, cloners. But yeah, the bottom of it, let's take a look. It's got your Tobh mods just like all the other ones have. V2.5, the version, and the year it was made. And then it's got your hashtag not a clone copper post in there. So it's got some really nice connectivity, okay? Conducts very well with that post. Looking at it, other than the engraving, it doesn't look that much different. It's still got the heat fins to help dissipate the heat from it. Same kind of top. But the holes are a little bit bigger in this one than the previous version. What do I got here? I had a 2mm screwdriver, which is fitting in here. I've been reading that these are like, what are these, 1/16 holes? But they are bigger, man. These are like 2mm holes. They're like 5/64 holes, okay? So there's 2mm holes all the way around it. You got 6 of them, so that's 2, 4, 6, 12 millimeters of airflow in this thing, okay? Really cool, man. A lot of people will not need to drill this out or cut the tab off that airflow tab that's in there. They'll want to leave it on, and once in a while I even kind of close one of the holes off or just run it at like 2.5, something like that. I haven't cut mine off yet, okay? I'm gonna put this on the mod so that we can start pulling this thing apart, okay? Twist that down. It does look righteous on this mod though. It looks really, really cool, man. Taking off this top piece, it's got the conical shape to it. Not a lot has changed. It's nice and clean, really nice and clean. Single O-ring affair on this guy, holding it together. And these heat fins work really, really well on these Tobh addies, man. I really dig them a lot, okay? Take the sleeve off, and it's beefy, eh? Just beefy. Take the sleeve off. I've had this thing for about a good month, and it's still tight. Those O-rings are still nice and tight on here. Really cool stuff. Looking at it, it's a nice sleeve, okay? It's a nice sleeve. Well done, J-Bo. Good job, my friend. All right? I dig this thing a lot. And these tabs on here, a lot of people cut these off, right? When I got this thing, I wanted to cut these off so bad, and I just kind of left them just to do a review on this. And now I'm thinking I don't even want to cut them off. But it would be cool if they were over, just like a little bit, like 2 mil over, so that I can position my coil slightly closer to the center post and not have this thing in the way. Like, it would be really cool if it was right about here, and then you could kind of build to your airflow if you wanted. But hey, you know, what do I know, right? Okay, so the holes in the posts, they're 0.05 inch, they're 50,000th holes, so you could fit a bit of wire in there. You can definitely fit a bit of wire, do most of your builds in these things. It's got the uni post design on the negatives, so the negatives are machined right into the deck. These negatives are never going to move on you. They're never going to move on you. Super cool. Feel good about that if you buy one of these Tobh addies, okay? The insulator in this thing is a peak insulator, and it's rated up to 480 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? This is going to take a lot of your low-res builds, some dry firing on it, and it's not going to cook on you. Really cool. Really, really cool. I think these, what are these? These Bun B, whatever these Bun B O-rings are, these black ones. I think they're rated to about 280 degrees Fahrenheit as well. So you should not have any issues there, okay? Deck is really nicely machined. I like when you're looking at it and you could just see the swirl marks where it's just kind of been machined out. I really dig looking at that deck. It's super cool, man. Really nicely done, really clean. I've had a couple of these clones, and they're really sharp and crappy, and this feels a lot nicer, okay? And, you know, you get what you pay for. What does it come in? Mine came in a little baggie like that. Ziploc bag, nothing else in it. Just this guy, no O-rings, no screws, anything like that. That's what you get it in, okay? Get rid of that. Let's put a build on this thing, okay? Let's do a quick build, all right? I like these screws, too. They're just righteous, man. These are righteous screws to use. And building on this thing is pretty easy. I dig it a lot, man. Let's put this thing back together. Oh, I love that conical shape, and it's so clean, too. It's kind of got little grooves in it. Can you hear that? Maybe not. Anyway, it's nice. It's clean, man. Put that back together. Snap shut. What are we going to build? Okay, I'm going to do a quick build because I don't want to take up a ton of time here, all right? I've already got a piece of wire that I was going to put in something else. This is a piece of 20 gauge kanthal, okay? This is one of my favorite builds. It used to be anyway. Like, this used to be my cloud chasing build, like back in whenever, you know? But we're going to do this one. It's not going to take too long, and then we'll wick it up with some Japanese cotton. How's that sound, guys? I've just finished building the 454, so I want to put my screwdriver in the other way. What's up with that, man? 454 was nice too, man. I dig that dripper. I'm just going to dial this in. We're going to do continuous strand because that's what I like. All right? I think the last build I had in this was a G-plat build. I just got to pull this negative just a little bit to tighten up the wrap. Hold on to the screwdriver. I'm going to pull it in. There we go. Just trying to get that wrap tight. All right, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that wrap's okay. I'm going to tighten up my center. Just enough that I'm going to pick this up, this other leg, just to ease some tension on there. And put another quarter half turn into this. All right. Now I'm going to position this a little bit. All I want to do is that straight leg. I want to arch it just a bit. I've been working with the G plat for so long. This is kind of like sucking. Actually, I'm going to draw this through a little bit, slightly too long. All right, that's better. Oh, that's going to be better, man. Bring it in a bit. Very nice. I'm just going to dial it to about there. Tighten it up. Very good. All right, I can clip this leg off. Try not to let that go flying. Get rid of that. I'm just going to position a little bit more. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I'm going to wrap the other side. Just replicate that. Actually, I'm going to dry fire this. Even though this mod looks pretty, unfortunately, it doesn't have a battery in it, so I got to take something else out here. Copper Manhattan comes out. This is such a great mod too, man. Super cool. I'm just going to pinch this together a bit. Beautiful. It's what we want. All right. Let me check the resistance. One sec here. All right, so I'm going to test out this ohm meter right now. How's this going to read? 0.08? No, there's no way. There's no way it's 0.08. Maybe when it was dual coiled, it'd be 0.08. Like 0.19 I saw in there somewhere. That might be right. And 0.08, that's not right. Let me grab another ohm meter here. Even though this one reads slightly high sometimes. Yeah, 0.21. So, yeah, 0.08. I don't know where that comes from. All right, then. I don't know. What do you guys know about the USA ohm meter? It's not reading too hot for me right now. 0.08. That's just weird. Anyway, keep wrapping. Is this the right screwdriver again? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, it's been a while since I wrapped kanthal, man. 20 gauge kanthal. I didn't miss you with all that royal and G-blood. Alright, see if I can squish this together here. Get something going. Am I going off camera? I don't know. There we go. It's a little bit better. I can squish that all together once got this leg through. Okay, just push that through the post hole here and we can dial this all in. Alright, just make sure there's no kinks, or not too bad of kinks as I pull that over. Alright, 20 gauge kanthal always requires a bit of help. This is kind of a workout going with this today. I've gone all soft lately. Alright. I'd like to tighten that one up, but I don't want to push that one in yet because it's got that high spot. Let me try and snug that a bit more. Careful. There it is. There it is. That should be all right. Just going to lift that up so it doesn't go running off too far. Yeah, it should be okay. Just going to get a slight bend into that leg. I got one going yet? No. There it is. Okay. We can tighten this guy down. It should be all right. Leave that leg on there just in case we need to adjust. All right. Push that over. That's looking good. Got no complaints right now. How's the height? Looking about the same. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. That'll do. Bring that over just like that other one a bit. Yeah, that'll be good. All right. Check all my connections here. Tighten her up. This one too. All right, we're set. Clip this off. Beautiful. All right, let's... Man, I want to check this again. Is it reading the same thing on this ohm meter? .01? Or is it trying to read between .12 and .14? Is that trying to tell me that it's got a loose connection? Let's start over here. I have no idea what this thing's doing right now. Do I have to send this back, man? I'm having bad luck lately with stuff I'm ordering. Alright, what's this one gonna read? This one will probably read like 0.14 because it's like 0.09, right? Yeah. Really, it's 0.09 because this build always comes in at 0.09 for me. This one just reads 0.05 too high. If I had my other ohm reader out, I could probably get a 0.09 off of it. This is supposed to be a Tobh video. Now it's like a checking resistance video. Just make sure here. Yeah, 0.09. Alright. It's always 0.08, 0.09. Okay, then. Well, 0.09. That's what it's always been since I did a build video for that, months ago. Okay. Let me dry fire this like I usually do. Just going to tighten up this coil now. Should get warm. There we go. Pinch her up. Pinch this guy up. Bam. Oh my God, looks pretty good already. It's not the most perfect build, but it's gonna do today, Definitely will. Not a good squeeze. Oh yeah, that'll be beauty. That one's just a little hotter than the other one. Oh, I see why. That's okay. Yeah, these Tobhs work so good though, man. I'm gonna wick this up. Let me get some wick. Alright, so I've got some Japanese cotton. What I'm gonna do with this is peel off the outside layers. Just like this. Just get that fine layer off of there. There we go. There's one side of it off. Here's the other. Alright. Now all you got to do is find your scissors, if they're laying around, and cut 2 strips. So this stuff runs, you know, one way or the other. So I'm going to run with it, with the grain. I'm going to cut off a wick. And I'm going to try and cut off another one that's about the same size. There we go. Put that aside. Now I've got this guy. Then I can just kind of twist this up a little bit. And then feed it through the coils, man. Pull that through, man. Do the same thing. Just rolling and twisting and mark it with a B and say the magic words. Hocus pocus, hope it doesn't poke us in the eye. Man, I always say that when I build. I gotta find a new line. Alright, same thing goes here. Push this through. And in she goes. Got that dialed. Real nice, okay? So, 20 gauge kanthal. I don't want to choke this out too much. So what I do is I just cut this to the outside of the deck all the way around. That's it. And then I tuck this stuff in here. Just tuck that in. Boom. Just like that. Nice and easy. I like to leave a little airflow path through it. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. Feel like it's, you know, helping out. This one I just tuck into the juice well here. I kind of like to leave a little puff up just to kind of surround that coil. Same goes over here, just push that in. Try and keep it fluffy and puffy, leaving a little bit of flow. Push that one in. Alright, and puff that up. That's it, man. Now we can juice this up. What am I going to juice this up with? Oh, right. This is one of mine. I'm really digging it. It is a dessert type vape with some fruity notes to it. Kind of digging it. I'll just get that nice and juicy and we'll be able to have a vape, man. Off the good old Tobh. There it is. Beautiful. Alright, let that soak up and we can have a nice vape off of it. Alright, guys? Beautiful. Alright, right back. Put that airflow on full open. just full open. Man, it's a handsome looking atty, eh? All right, let's take a draw. Man, the Tobh works so good. Like, the airflow is just enough. You could drill more into it if you want, or have a professional at a shop do it for you. But I've been digging it. Like, I haven't found a reason to put more airflow into it. It's just one of those addies that I dig the way that it is. If you want to blow clouds, there's other addies for that, you know, or you can play around with different stuff. My cloud chasing stuff is, yeah, we won't talk about that. But the Tobh, I dig it. The way it works, just everything's tight and it feels good. It's not a sharp mess. It's well machined. It's really clean looking. The engraving is super deep and so nice. And it works well. Like, it just works so good. The screws on it are really nice. You tighten them down. They don't move around too much. I really dig the way that it works, okay? There's not a lot more I can say about it. It's an addy and it works well, okay? So if you're looking for something, maybe you're after an authentic dripper, something that you can really vape off of and dig it. It has adjustability to your airflow if you want. You have to run it in dual coil. But for a lot of people, that's not a problem. You know, a lot of people just end up doing dual coils all the time anyway. I know that I do. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked the build. Hopefully it helped you out in a way, because that's what I'm here to do if I can, my friends. So I'm going to jet out of here, but I'm going to jet like I always do, my friends, all right? Butt out, vape up, and breathe easy. Know your limits and vape within it. And you are going to have a stellar, stellar day, my friends, all right? One more chuck, and I'm out of here, all right? Catch you on the next one.